But I want to go over kind of the most typical questions that I get, as well as open up the floor to questions that you may have about house training. For puppies, house training at this age, it's very common for them still to be having accidents. At 4 months, it should be starting to reduce a fair amount. 5 months is still not unusual to have 1 or 2 accidents every week or so. At 6 months, you want behind you. It kind of keeps going past 6 months. It tends to hang around. So with it, basically you want to focus on reinforcing, letting your dog know that you like for them to go to the bathroom outside, urinating or defecating. And the best way to communicate that is click and treat, just as they're finishing going. Not when you come back in the house. So while you're still outside with your dog, so that means going outside with them. On leash is not a bad idea, because then you can be within treating distance and they're not going off to the edge, as well as not kind of cruising around, sniff leaves and get into other things that can keep their mind focused on their business. When the kind of a common question I get when people come in is, my dog, they go outside and they sniff around and they play, but they don't go to the bathroom. As soon as they come inside, they pee. Oftentimes that's, our dogs are either too excited out there, so we need to keep them focused, maybe on leash, as well as kind of giving them a reason by clicking and treating. Or they might be a little timid, a little tense while they're outside. If they're tense, their bladder's tense. It's not, when the bladder's tense, it's hard to urinate. If that's the case, go to the back of your yard in a nice quiet spot. Try to avoid the front part of the yard. If you come inside and you have a mat on the ground, your dog has peed there at some point. It probably has a little bit of a scent left from that last time they urinated. So I would keep it, I would just remove it. Just make your life a little bit easier, remove it. If it's something that's not removable, use a cleaner that's specifically meant for dog urine and dog smells, not just a household cleaner. So some of our favorites are Nature's Miracle and Urine Erase. Your dogs determine where to go to the bathroom by scent. So when they're sniffing around out there, they're trying to figure out, where did I pee last? Where did I poo last? Where did the last dog pee or poo last? And that's how they choose where to go. So if they smell a little bit in the house, then that's telling them, oh, this is the spot to go. So that's why you want to get rid of that scent. Dogs are going to be able to go through the night well before they'll be able to go through the day. So don't get too confident once your dog can hold it all night. They'll probably need a little bit more time before they can go. They might be able to go 8 hours at night, but only be able to go an hour or 2 during the day. A couple other thoughts for house training. I have it on video, I love it. Some people like to teach their dog to cue them, to let them know that they're going to the bathroom. So to ring a bell with their nose or their paw, to let you know. I recommend that you either don't do that or house train your dog completely and then teach them that. So as someone said today, I taught a workshop today, and we were talking about attention-getting behavior, so what the dog did to get their attention. And the way this woman put it was, it's like my dog thinks that that's the bell for their butler service. So they go over and ring it, and I'm at their beck and call. And I never know, do they need to go or not? And then most of the time they want to go outside, and it's just to play outside.
Lisa, tell us about your doggy doorbell.
Well, it works great when she has to pee or poo, but sometimes she just rings it just to go out to get some fresh air, and it could be up to 50 times a day.
Wow, that must be hard.
Yeah.
So it's not my favorite way of it. If it really works for if you have a really big family, it might be better as a choice once the dog's fully house trained, so that you don't have to, no one necessarily knows when the dog was last out or when they last urinated. And so that's a way of the dog being able to communicate to you. But what works for me and my family is we just let the dog out every couple hours. She gets her chance to go, we know she's gone, and then that's it. Instead of having her come to tell us. So we make sure her needs